Hey beautiful souls, this is going to be your general love message. This is for the beautiful sign of Cancer. Hey Cancerians. And all Cancer placements are invited here, of course. Cross watchers, you are most definitely invited to hear this message. As a fellow Cancer sun, I'm super excited to see what's coming for us. We did just experience a very tough cycle, but that should be coming to an end soon. I experienced for messages from my beloved Cancers, messages of encouragement, positivity, and insight on how you shall proceed forward. I know that, collectively, it's been really hard for Cancerians because you guys have felt very restricted. Some of you guys more in the love department. Everyone has experienced restrictions and delays when it comes to love, and then other restrictions, delays when it comes to finances and career, right? So I'm going to pull a few financial cards for you guys because of that, but this will be predominantly a love reading. And in this reading, what you should expect is messages about your connection, how it has affected you, how you're going to proceed forward based on the energies presented, and any blocks or obstacles. And then in the extended, we kind of focus more on your person. Sometimes they come through very strongly, okay? I'll do my best to identify who's who in this reading, and hopefully you gain insight. And if you do, and you find that the reading resonate with you, I would ask that you please support the channel by hitting the like button and by subscribing, and also leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you, okay? I've already pre-shuffled, but I like to shuffle while recording just to kind of clear the energies a little bit further. And as you can see, the energies are super scattered. Let me get the cards together. Let's do one more shuffle. There we go. All right, that's better. And this is going to be for your highest and holiest good, Cancer, and the highest and holiest good of everybody involved in this situation. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Overall energy. So the overall challenge is that your person is overthinking. There's been a lot of avoidance. This person's wearing a veil, and the goal for this person is to release negative energy, negative thoughts, but it seems like they may be avoiding you, hiding. They're not taking any action. They're coming up as the King of Wands. Some of you guys may look at this person as very deceptive. I think this is more like holding back. They do feel a lot of regret. They are actually maybe really struggling, but they're just hiding it from you. Okay. Now the King of Wands could be an attribute of a fire sign person. So if you have been connecting to a fire sign, it could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Or this could represent a certain aspect of yourself. So you could have fire in your chart, or there could be something that you're not doing out of fear, because the Nine of Swords talks about our darkest fears. Some of you guys are needing to avoid someone that may be causing a little bit of confusion and causing negative emotions. So let's look into that a little bit deeper. But your overall energy, overarching energy, would be the Four of Pentacles, and this is about needing to open up, okay, or needing to let go. Strong Leo energy coming through. So this is about being confident, When it comes to making some sort of decision in your life, we have the Page of Pentacles. You have opportunities. Letting go of the past, maybe being open to new opportunities. Okay, being confident about these opportunities. We have the Queen of Swords and the Magician in reverse. I think that in the High Priestess, there could be, I think you're really being logical at this time, overthinking, or because there's an energy here of the thoughts, and your thoughts may be, you may be too logical. You could be overanalyzing, and there's a word for that, analysis paralysis, and it's preventing you from taking some sort of action. Because I see you reflecting. Now, in a love context, you could be avoiding someone, or you could be very detached, emotionally unavailable. Even there's an energy of you protecting yourself, guarding yourself from someone that you may find to be very misleading or very manipulative. I think that you're being called to trust your intuition on the situation, but you will have clarity. See, we have the King of Swords, yeah, about some sort of deceptive person or something, someone's not communicating. There could be an inability to communicate with each other because this person's avoiding you, and you may be closed off to this particular person that's coming through. All right, let's look at the past. We have the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like someone is Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords in their head, maybe fearing a particular person, or fearing opening up to the possibility of a relationship because of dealing with people that were very flighty. This could be about you, being open to possibilities, being adventurous, and being more positive. I think that, you could be fearing doing something, fearing change in a sense. Wow. You guys, look what just fell. So this person could be having, so either you're afraid of connecting to someone because you feel like they have other options, or maybe this person had cheated before, or this is this person that's possibly feeling some sort of entrapment. They feel trapped, stuck due to a third party. There could be some sort of illusions. Ooh. Yeah, there could have been this illusion where this person portrayed themselves one way, and then you find out that they're not really that way. You find out that they're very flighty, they're very in and out, maybe a little bit, maybe this person made you feel like they took advantage of you. We have divine intervention. So this person may have portrayed themselves to be one way, but I think that this person is coming through as a player. You view them as a player. I think that the problem here is there's a lot of anxiety, and it could be because you dealt with someone that was a player in the past. You may have dealt with someone that was promiscuous, or your person has, because I do feel you're feeling a lot of anxiety and you're avoiding someone, because we have 7, 8, 9 of Swords in this reading. So, the 7 of Swords talks about illusions, talks about things being hidden under the veil, and maybe someone being very calculated, sneaky. It's a card of strategy. It's a card of thievery. So there could be someone here that may have had the intention to mislead you, or maybe this is how you're perceiving a situation, but it is a 7, so it is about reflection. And do you see the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Swords, 8, and the 9 of Swords? The good thing is you are not going to be worrying or having as much anxiety due to the fact that there's some sort of clarity coming in the present moment, or for you or this person. Now, I do see a strong masculine energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Sagittarius, because I do have the King of Wands and the Nine of Wands, but I have feminine I have that, yeah, see, you're reflecting, like you're thinking a lot about the past, possibly. You could be, what could be keeping you stuck is that you may be reflecting on a past relationship. This external party card could just be reflecting other people in your life that may have misled you, took advantage of you. This doesn't have to be romantic relationships. This could be like friendships, you know, disagreements or misalignments with people, like co-workers, even family members. Okay. And you're just kind of, you know, you've been through it and you're kind of thinking about the hardships you face. But, you know, coming up as the Queen of Swords is also a testament to your strength, because we do have the Strength card here, that even though you've been hurt, even though people took advantage of you, mistreated you, you still, you know, you're still fair, you know. I do feel like you are a fair person, and I think that this reflection that you're doing is helping you to let go of what happened to you. I feel like you don't want to hold on to it, and this fairness that's coming through is kind of you not holding these people accountable, or this particular person. It's like you're not focusing on the hurt anymore. I think in the past you were with the Eight of Swords, but I think that you're moving into this new season where what people did or how you were treated or your past disappointments, they're not affecting you as much anymore. You have this beautiful healing here with the Page of Cups. You know, look, you know, if you can, I don't know if you can see, but if I put this close to the camera, maybe you can see. Do you see this energy emanating from his heart chakra? It's like you're going through this beautiful healing and you're having this new beginning within yourself. I'm just looking at the imagery. Give me a second so that I can kind of, I see a flying pigs, a flying piglet. What is that saying? Oh my God, there's a saying, pigs fly, not even if pigs fly, or something like that. Why do I feel like some of you guys are making up your mind about someone? And to be honest with you, it kind of feels like it took you strength to get over this person or the situation. And if you guys know the saying, leave it in the comments because I keep trying to, my mind is trying to find it. It's like I'm gleaning through all the information stored there, and I'm trying to find that phrase because I know that this means something here. Look, a flying pig. Oh, what does the expression "when pig fly" mean? And you know I'm going to look it up, because if I don't, because sometimes when they give me messages, if I can't connect with it, I have to look it up for you guys. When pigs fly? That's how you say it. But I don't know what, in the context of this, what that means. So let me see. When pigs fly. Oh, wow. So it's used to say that one thinks that something will never happen. The train station will be renovated when pigs fly. So yeah, it's like a saying where you don't feel like something could ever happen. And this could be either you or your person. Maybe this is you getting to a point where you are like, when pigs fly, like I'm never going to let this person back in, or this person doesn't believe that you will let them back in, because you're like I said, you're coming up as the Queen of Swords, and this is she's a very stern energy. She's a very sharp, keen energy. And this is my lie detector. Takes no bullshit. Speaks her mind. Very fierce, very communicative, very intelligent, very logical energy. So I feel like this is representing that you are clear. And look, there's this cup right under here, and look, hidden away. So she's hiding her emotions. Look, she's keeping her emotions hidden, or she's protecting her emotions. So you could be coming off like you have a hard exterior, but what it is that you're trying to protect yourself, and that's what I was picking up. Let's pull one card for this Eight of Swords in the past. New love. Wow. So you could be, because of someone that may have disappointed you in the past, you may be having a hard time opening up to new love. Okay, that's what's coming through. Because this person was a player, maybe because this person may treated you like an option. You may have become very cold and very guarded, and it's like a lack of vulnerability because a lot of energy in the mind is here. And this is also speaking to me that you had someone, because she's blindfolded. So look, she's here, but in her reflection, and another reference of reflecting, we have a mirror. In this mirror, she's blindfolded, you know, she's tied up, but it's just an illusion. She's not stuck, you know. It's almost like there could be this situation where someone was being, there was an illusion surrounding a connection, and it kind of feels like it's possible that the person you were connecting to had these very toxic attachments to other people from their past. Could be you, and it's preventing them from seeing things clearly. Either they're still connecting with these people, or just the experiences alone have made them feel incapable of taking a leap of faith or starting something new. This is so interesting because I have energetic match. I do feel like someone thought, it's almost like someone thought someone was their energetic match. Someone thought that someone was their true love. Look, wish fulfillment. Or having an awakening that someone is after starting a connection with someone new. That's interesting. It's like they're having this awakening that you are wish fulfillment, or maybe they thought that this newer person, or you could be the newer person. So it's like someone thought that one person was their true love. They thought this was their energetic match. They thought it was wish fulfillment, but then there's this awakening, right? Either they're awakening to the fact that this is how they feel about you, or they entertain somebody else thinking that, okay, that person's more compatible, but then they get this realization that no, these people don't compare. Yeah. See? And then I'm also feeling like this person was at a crossroads because they needed to make a decision. Do I, even with these feelings of you being their true love, or maybe they're having a hard time, and I just split the deck open and I saw Epiphany. They're having a hard time overcoming some sort of fearful thoughts. And like I said, some of you guys, this is about you being hurt in the past because you thought someone was your true love, but they end up being a player. And now you're scared of being open to true love, and you're stuck at a crossroads. Some of you guys could be thinking that someone is a true love, okay, or your person thinks that someone's a true love, but they're going through an awakening process because the subconscious energy is that they're in the Eight of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of fears, even delusions. This person's keeping themselves in a self-imposed prison. They're unable to make a decision because there's overthinking. So either you're overthinking a situation, or you're fearful due to the past. You're letting the past hold you back from taking some sort of risk. Because the Knight of Wands is really risky. He likes to, explore. So maybe there's opportunities for new love so that you can meet an energetic match, but you're still having a hard time with exploring your options or being open to new options, because you could still be stuck on somebody from your past as well. So let's look at the present moment. But you have this clarity and you have this new perspective in the present, which is good. Now, the bottom of the deck is showing me that there could have been resistance before, but now, and like I said, you were closed off, maybe guarded, and maybe your person was. But there's this longing. Okay, so you could be, one or both of you could still be longing to connect with the other person. Clarify? Yeah, someone is longing. Someone is thinking about you, memories. It's like you're isolated. You're healing, but you're still thinking about someone from the past, or they are. We have air signs. Some of you guys are connecting to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's interesting. And I'm saying this because there's a Queen of Swords here. So this could be someone that someone was connecting to in their past. And they're making a decision about this person. Spirit is showing me that the reason why this person was having a hard time making a decision, it's like they have this, they are now realizing who they really want to be with, or who they feel this true love connection with. I think that at some point they had these very strong feelings for this person, right? This, whoever this third party person represents, could be an ex-girlfriend, their children's parent or child's parent. It could be an ex-husband or wife, or it could even be a current spouse. But I think that there's something here where this person wants to do something impulsive, or they made impulsive decisions in the past, because I do feel like they're holding themselves back, because it's almost like if they were the type of person to explore, if they were the type of person to be promiscuous, what they're finding with that behavior is that they never quite feel satisfied. It's almost like there's a sense of inadequacy. This behavior doesn't bring them the fulfillment they want, because it's showing up here in the subconscious in the present moment. It's like they were a player. They maybe they were very flighty or in and out of your life. It's because they had a strong attachment, or they were creating this illusion, or there's this illusion when it came to, or they were perpetuating some sort of illusion when it came to a relationship, or how they viewed relationships. This person has a very ambivalent attachment style. Some of you guys, you could have been dealing with a fearful, avoidant person as well. And others of you guys could have dealt with an ambivalent type of attachment style. Or this is an attachment style that you could have displayed in your relationships, but I think that that's changing. It's usually when someone is raised, and as a child, when they were growing up, they didn't receive love and affection from one or both of their parents, or it was very inconsistent, and they always wanted to feel that love and affection, but they couldn't get it from their parents. So as an adult, what happens is when this child grows up, they develop this ambivalent attachment style, because what happens is they have this constant fear of abandonment. So they're attaching themselves to people, or if there was this experience where this person was with a person or connecting with people, but they would constantly be left, or there was this huge abandonment, because there's a huge abandonment wound here, because I see this person is still attached to it. So if they've been abandoned, they have this a desire, right, to want to be with someone, but they're fearful of it. That's why there's this strong energy of fear. And it could be you, right? It could be that you want to be with someone, but you're fearing that this person can hurt you and abandon you, either because they did it before, or because this was your experience before with other relationships or from childhood, right? Because the Four of Wands is liberating yourself from the inability to feel this fulfillment or happiness. This is a foundation. And like I said, I feel like this person may have had a hard time releasing another person. And they could be, I'll give you an example. I had a client. It was someone that I was connecting to, but I'm going to call them a client. But there was this person I was connecting to, and we had a brief connection, let's say. And this person had experienced a traumatizing event in their childhood. But it's very strange because, I mean, it's not strange. Let me not use the word strange. Their wound came from the fact that they didn't have a father figure, because this person's father passed away and they never met their father. So they never had that. And the mother wasn't affectionate. So they always longed to feel wanted or cared for, or acknowledged, even valid. And they felt like not having that father figure around, they felt abandoned, and the mother figure wasn't consistent with affection, or at the time maybe the mother was single. Single moms have to work and take on the role as father sometimes, and sometimes living in a working class family, a lot of or just living in a one parent home is difficult, because that parent may not have as much time with the child. Sorry for getting into turning this into psychoanalysis, but I'm just picking this up intuitively from this Eight of Swords. So whatever happened in this person's childhood, and I could be referring to your childhood as well, beloved, it has affected the way they do relationships, or the way they experience relationships in this as an adult. So they have this fear that if they love or attach themselves to people, that it could be taken away. So they develop this defense mechanism to not to allow themselves to or maybe not to appear to be overly attached. So they come off as very detached, cold, but they do have the desire to be loved. They just don't feel like they're good enough to receive it. They don't feel like they deserve it, because they're blaming themselves, right? You could have been this child. You could have been the child that felt like affection, love is always being withheld from you. So therefore, or it's not consistent in your life. So therefore, you felt like there was no guarantees, like you can't get love. So you just got to a point where you made conclusions that maybe you're not getting as much love as, because you're not good enough for it. You felt like there's no security in relationships because either they will leave you or they will withdraw their love or affection at any time, right? So this person has this anxiety about that being left. If I get too close, they might leave, right? They really have these strong desires to be very intimate with people, and that could be why they go into this Nine of Swords energy, where they're connecting with people intimately. But it's never like secure, you know, it's just they're connecting intimately. It could be very surface level. But they never feel like they get the same in return. They are always constantly worried about being rejected. They have strong values when it comes to, close, intimate relationships. But they have these constant fears about whether they're going to be left. And when they do get stressed, they do seek others for support, but they always feel like no one's available. So they always have this back and forth energy within them. It feels like an oscillation, like a swing going back and forth, back and forth. Okay. So someone with an ambivalent attachment style, they always want to have some sort of proof that someone, really loves them. So this could be why they're showing up as the Seven of Swords. Like I need proof. It's a constant distrustful energy. They always want to verify the relationship. They always have these extreme behaviors of being flighty. I'm going to withhold. I'm going to go cold. I'm going to detach to see if they can prove that they really love me. Will they call me first? I'm not going to call you first. I'm not going to make the first move. It's that kind of energy. And these behaviors usually backfired because what happens is they alienate you, right? This person, or you alienate them, and in turn they match your energy, they mirror it. And then there's this interpretation which could be misinterpreted as, oh, this person don't really love me. This person's cheating. This person can't be trusted. Okay? And it puts the relationship always in jeopardy. And the ambivalent person becomes obsessive, or there's an obsessive focus on the relationship. They're always wondering how the relationship is going. Will there be any problems? Are they doing things right, or are they doing things wrong? They're always worrying about how you feel about them, or you're worried how they're feeling about you. You're always concerned with how the other person sees you, or you feel like this constant thinking, you never feel reassured. You never feel like secure in a relationship. It's like you don't know where you stand, or even if you're assuring this person that you love them, even if you did everything you were supposed to do, this person it was just not enough to reassure them. They will come off very clingy. Ambivalent attachment style can be very clingy and needy. But they're it's almost like they're, and I was using a resource, by the way, to give you this information just to be able to articulate it. So I was using, because I don't like plagiarizing anybody's words. So I was using a website just so that I can articulate what was coming to me based off of this person's behavior. And I wanted to share that just so that you can understand why your person was acting the way they were acting. or maybe to understand why you may act the way you act. Maybe you don't have knowledge of your attachment style. Maybe you don't know that you're ambivalent. So it's almost like you can get very extremely angry and frustrated at your partner, but it's because you have these illusions in your mind that your partner's doing something that they may not be doing, or you could be feeling like your partner's not doing enough to reassure you. And it becomes, then it creates this codependency on the other person to have to validate you or reassure you or make you feel love. And that's where the runner chaser dynamic comes in. And this is when some of you guys get connected with twin flames or a very significant soulmate that will mirror these things to you, because you'll date someone and you'll notice all these things about this other person, and you don't, and it's spirit trying to show you that your attachment style in relationships is what's sabotaging the relationship. And that if you are an ambivalent person, dating another ambivalent person, it's not going to work. You need someone very secure. But I digress. Let me get back. So there's some sort of clarity here coming in the present moment. Yeah. In divine timing, someone realizes their behavior. Someone realizes that they were confused. Look, they were confused. So maybe they were blaming you, or maybe they had these ideas about you and this relationship, but they're getting some sort of awakening. I'm also seeing that they're getting some sort of clarity about a current relationship. And the clarity is that the reasons they were holding on to that relationship is maybe they were dealing with someone that was ambivalent. Maybe these are two ambivalent, because it kind of feels like they could have been dealing with someone that was very ambivalent, or they were very ambivalent, but they were also dealing with another person that, and it feels like they were dealing with someone that would not go, like would not leave them. That even though it was bad, even though it was shitty, at some points, as far as the behaviors and how they were being treated, they knew that that person was there, like a ride or die. Maybe this is how someone feels about you. They feel like they could treat you any kind of way, but you won't go anywhere. I feel like someone is having some sort of realization that that's not true love, that that's not the kind of love that they want. That doesn't make them happy. So they're deciding to leave, or you're deciding to leave a relationship behind, because maybe you're realizing that, this person's constantly putting you in a state of anxiety, making you question yourself, making you question whether you're good enough. Look, again, and I feel like you're getting some clarity about the past and the relationships you had in the past. Some of you guys could just be having this epiphany about the behavior, why you've have this attachment style, or why you felt a certain way about a person, and you're deciding to complete that cycle, or your person's just completing a cycle. Wow, we got lessons of Saturn. This doesn't even belong in this deck. A karmic relationship comes to an end. Some of you guys, what comes to an end is these false beliefs and doubts about yourself, because you're realizing that it wasn't you, right? And you're forgiving yourself. And others of you, this person's getting over their fear and their doubts, right? Because they're having this epiphany about why they approach relationships the way they do. This person could have had counseling. There could be some sort of, I want to know if because the Queen of Swords could be a counselor, by the way, because she's a great communicator. She could be a therapist. So someone could have went to therapy. But now because I have that this person's having this realization with the Ace of Swords, or a new perspective. So there could have been some blame. They could have been blaming you for the demise of this relationship. You could have pulled away and became the Queen of Swords for your own sanity and your own mental health. And they could have felt like you abandoned them, and they could have been holding a grudge against you for walking away from this relationship. Because, people that have abandonment issues, they tend to sabotage their relationships because they just have this expectation that you're going to leave anyway. So because they have that strong belief that you're going to leave them, they will do things, or they'll create the circumstances so that you can leave them. So they'll have these behaviors that will push you away. And I feel like this person's releasing these beliefs. Clarify. So I feel like this person may have blamed you. Well, we definitely know that they can't stop thinking. We definitely know that this person is very obsessive. Can't stop thinking about you. What they're also understanding is that you came closer than anyone, and that they did sabotage this relationship. That's what I'm seeing. See? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So they haven't let go of this relationship. They did go through some sort of healing. So I feel like somebody may have gone to a therapist. This could be you, and I regret lying to you. Yeah. So they could have gone to a therapist, or the universe put them in situations with a new person or third parties that kept mirroring this behavior. And I think that they got some sort of new perspective, and they're realizing, and it could be that they're the person that they were very attached to or codependent to. They're having some sort of realization about that person. Yeah. See, finding out the truth. Ace of Swords. They're realizing that they were lying to themselves, and that they were staying in that relationship because there was some sort of belief that I can't. Oh, so I got it. Thank you, Spirit. They didn't want to abandon somebody just because of their own abandonment fears. They didn't want to. Somebody that they were dating pointed out, this person also had about abandonment issues. This could be someone they were married to, and this person made them feel extremely guilty about wanting to leave. This is so interesting. Hold on. Tell me about this Queen of Swords energy. Yeah. See, see this avoidance? This is what I'm seeing here. That this person was avoiding letting this situation go. And it could be because this Queen of Swords could have been a magician. She doesn't have to be an air sign, but whoever she is, she could be very controlling, very manipulative. Someone was having a hard time letting another person go, and that's what I saw. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. That could be the other person, but they're having some sort of epiphany in the present moment. And what they're realizing is that they want an opportunity to reconcile with you. There's a card. Oh wow, they want to make an offer to you. That's what they're finding out. That they're finally leaving this deceptive person, or this person that they were very attached to. And the clarity and realization that they're having in the present moment is that they want to be with you. Ooh, okay. They're realizing that you're their energetic match. They want to have a new phase in love with you. So all that other background stuff, Spirit wanted you to know that it was important for you to understand that, because you have completely shut this person out, and you're in this energy thinking when pigs fly, like, I will never take this person back. Some of you guys are just, but it's really coming from a place of just being very disappointed and hurt by this person. I feel like there's a lot of baggage that's being released. I feel like someone's letting down their guard. They want to come in and apologize, but it's taking them a lot of strength. It took them so long, because some of you guys are some of you guys are having a hard time accepting what this person did, because they abandoned you. And the abandonment wound has been very triggering, because I feel like there's these I feel like everybody involved had the same wound and imprint. And these were because nostalgia is referring to childhood too. These were from childhood experiences, but each one of you had to learn it from a different perspective. This is so interesting. And I'm also seeing in the past life, you abandoned this person, or vice versa. In this lifetime, they abandoned you so that you can that because there was some sort of karma attached to that, because that's what Saturn is saying to me here. And I'm seeing that they had a karmic relationship with someone that they had a very strong attachment to. So what's happening is they're freeing themselves from that controlling person because they're going through a transformation, going through a renewal. There's a new beginning coming in for this person. I mean, we have 2 aces. Now, the only thing is that this person, there's still this delay, or there's this Ace of Pentacles here in the subconscious, which could be a delay or a rejection. Now, they could be rejecting somebody else. Like I said, they could be rejecting this person, or they're freeing themselves from these conflicting thoughts. Because like I said, this person had these very fearful thoughts, and it was hindering them from making a decision. They were back and forth in their mind, avoiding doing something, avoiding you. Tell me what they're freeing themselves from. They're taking a leap of faith, freedom. So this is something very, the past. And this could be your energy as well. Yeah, I see you're letting it all go, and you're now making space, making room for new energy to come in. That's what the Ace of Wands represents. This is this renewal energy. There could be this relinquishing of control and resistance too. Because I feel like intuitively, and I keep feeling like my throat chakra wants to close up. I feel like intuitively, some of you guys know that in divine timing, you are going to reconnect with this person. That you're very resistant to that thought. And I think that this person feels like they took too long, and they feel like you may reject them. They're fearful of this. They're fearful of the future because they're not making a decision to come towards you now. What has been blocking them and keeping them in this energy of avoidance is that they have this expectation that in the future, when they do approach you, when they're good and ready, that you're going to reject them anyways. So it's keeping them in this analysis paralysis. They're not moving. They're the stalemate energy because they're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like, if I go towards her, she's just going to reject me. She's not going to accept me. I've done too much. I've hurt. Yeah. See, you came closer than anyone. See, the timing wasn't right because I feel like they know they have these strong emotions from you, for you, Mercury retrograde. But they feel like they crossed the line. So it's very complex, this person's mind. It's like they want you, but they're avoiding you because they have it in their mind that it's too late. So they're not even trying, but they want to try. So that's why I feel like it's oscillating. It's almost like, oh shoot, what's that word? This is like a psychoanalysis. This person's, it almost feels like a physiological thing too. Wow, look at that. See, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. There's this strong attachment, and I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. See, I hope you could forgive me. They feel like you're not going to forgive them. They're very codependent. They're very attached, but they're stuck. I see you having a new beginning, and I see this person stuck. They're not going to come in right now, not this month at least. They want forgiveness. They feel guilt, but they're still lost. See, and look, I feel you leaving me behind. I know I messed everything up. So they're waiting. They're waiting on the possibility that you may reach out. I will wait for a sign from you. They would rather you come in before they do it. They don't have enough strength. See, they have all these wishes. Like, I wish I could have treated her better. I wish I could have said things differently, or take back those words that I said. You know what I mean? So they're in their mind thinking about the mistakes they made with you, the way they treated you. They're also thinking about it's like they're beating themselves up for losing you, for missing this opportunity with you. The good news is that they're leaving somebody else behind though, and they're going to go in a process of healing. Okay, because they're having some sort of clarity about another person that they were very attached to, someone that they couldn't walk away from because of this strong codependency of needing reassurance. And this is the only person. That person was like a ride or die, but more like they were the ride or die to that other person, because that other person had been a symbol of security for them, but that other person was using their authority or what they did against them. It's almost like, I had these children for you, or I was there for you when nobody didn't want you. I was there for you when you didn't have shit. It's something that's making this person loyal to that other person. But here's the problem. There's something factuous about that. It's like there's this connection there. It's like empty love, right? It's like you're in a relationship, but are you just there because you're loyal to that person, or it makes you feel secure and stable? I'm sure that this person has feelings and cares for the other person and loves the other person to some capacity, but I feel like the love and the connection in that relationship is very empty. It's very cold, because the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is showing up, and then I have this connection that's coming to an end. The foundation's crumbling. I have Justice coming in, so there could be, and this is a law, one of the universal laws of correspondence. This person wants to tell you how they feel. They want to. They're thinking about you. They're obsessing about you, but they're not doing anything. They're paralyzed with fear. Why do I feel law of correspondence? And I just want, excuse me, my throat chakra is doing a thing, because either you watching or this person throat chakra is so blocked that I'm literally struggling to articulate. I'm doing the best I can, and I'm getting so much information being downloaded into me. I'm trying to kind of pick and choose what's really, really important to tell you guys, because Spirit wants you to see this from a different perspective. Spirit doesn't want you to hold this person's past behavior against them. They also don't want you to hold on to this particular person for some of you guys, because some of you guys are in this analysis paralysis where you're obsessing over this person, and it's preventing you from moving on to something new that could be coming into your life. This person's strong thoughts and feelings for you have kind of held you back. It's almost like the visualization is like every time you move forward, it's like a rubber band snaps you back, and it's more energetic. So you could be struggling with moving on, and you're kind of like bewildered. I feel the word bewildered just came to me. Like you're not understanding why you can't move on from this person no matter what you do. And it's really because this person is super glued. There's a strong soul tie. And it could be because you're meant to be with this person in divine timing. Maybe this is just not the right time, just like the cards are implying. Maybe it's just that Spirit wants you to know, ooh, okay. Spirit wants you to know that at some point you guys are going to come together, but not right now, because this person has to heal. This person needs therapy. Some sort of secrets coming out about another person and another person's deception with the High Priestess, or another person is cheating with another option. That's coming through, but I didn't want to go into those details because I feel like you probably heard that already, that storyline. They wanted me to talk about, because they wanted me to focus on the psychological aspects of what's happening between the both of you, and you. And you could be ambivalent because of this past experience or past experiences. Okay. So the Ace of Wands, there's a new beginning for you. Either way. Yeah. I love it. I feel like at some point, staying and crying over spilled milk or holding on to this past loss or disappointment has prevented you from moving forward. So I do see you moving on. You're changing your focus. You're not focusing on this person or the hurt or disappointment, as I stated in the beginning of the reading. Because it was preventing you from having peace. It was keeping you in this energy, this constant state of being unfulfilled, unhappy. And this is also letting me know that this person is also having the same experience, the same words that I just spoke for you guys. But what's the difference is that they're leaving someone because this person isn't nurturing. Spirit wants me to tell you that this woman, okay, for some of you guys, it's a woman, and okay, if you're a man watching, this woman that you have this ambivalent attachment style to is she's like your a reflection of the relationship that you had with your mother. And if you're female, the masculine that you're watching is dating a woman that acts just like their mother. The mother was not very affectionate. The affection was very inconsistent. Barely got a "I love you" from their mother. You know, some of you guys know what I'm talking about. You either had this experience or you know people that have had experiences where they said, my parents never said "I love you," or my mother never hugged me, or my mom worked all the time. She had 2 jobs. I never see, I had to practically raise myself. Somebody is dating someone that's very cold. They're not very nurturing. They're very practical. It's money, it's assets, it's, they have qualities about them that could be good as far as stability, or they could be very codependent to your person. They could be that ride or die, I'm not going anywhere, but it's coming from this place of, I need to feel reassured that you're not going to leave me, because there's someone here that doesn't want to be left, that doesn't want to be abandoned. I feel like this other woman is attached to someone for your person, but it's not for the right reasons. She's coming up as the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's because she doesn't want to lose her security or stability. She doesn't want to be abandoned either, but I don't really feel like that relationship has love. I think that they were connecting for the wrong reasons, and it was because of these wounds, and their attachment styles were formed because of their wounds from their childhood. So for you, Spirit wants you to know that this situation, you're having this epiphany or awakening about this situation, and you are retreating, or you're keeping your distance, or just walking away from it right now, because it's preventing you from having peace. It's preventing you from being happy. It's affecting your finances. Yeah, there's some sort of transformation taking place, and with Pluto, definitely an ending. And I do feel like something is forming. You're building up yourself back up. You're building finances. You're working on something. We have self-love. Mercury is bringing in some sort of communication about a new beginning for you. What is this new beginning about? Yeah. You're coming out of denial. You're releasing any illusions surrounding your worth or your value, because this is about doubting yourself, not feeling valuable, not feeling good enough, because in the past you had all these experiences that keep you in your mind, constantly, thinking and ruminating over past events. I feel like you're letting all that go, and you're doing things differently, because I did see you're changing, you're making changes, you're loving yourself more, you're practicing self-love, you're working on yourself, healing yourself. That's good. This is beautiful energy, because this means that you're acknowledging that something has to change, because you don't want to feel that way anymore. You don't want to feel like you're not good enough. You want something new. I see you wanting a new beginning. You wanting to be happy. So you're coming out of these illusions. The universe is intervening. There's a reason for this delay, because you both are not in this space mentally physiologically, emotionally, mentally. Yeah. The Spirit says some of the things that you were holding on to was guilt and shame for not seeing the red flags. Yeah, and holding on longer than you should have. Your heart chakra was closed off, and now you want to be open-hearted. You want to be more compassionate and open to new experiences. Even though this relationship has this very strong telepathic connection, I feel like you're trying to work on these unresolved wounds, and you're trying to heal or stop these patterns of behavior, and you're releasing baggage. So you're in this energy of releasing baggage. You're tired of your life being stagnant. So you're deciding to let go. You're deciding that you want change. You're deciding to move on. You want to take a risk. Yeah, you want to come out of your comfort zone. You want to do things differently. You want a new experience. You don't want to be that broken-hearted person. That person that's always getting disappointed or being mistreated or feeling like you're last. You're coming out of that energy, and this was part of your spiritual lesson. All right? So those are the messages. I'm going to extend this video so that we can look at your person and see what's the holdup. I mean, we did see that they're overthinking. They do have to go through a healing. But with this Ace of Pentacles here, will there be communication from this person? This person doesn't know if you are going to ever forgive them. They may hold back for some time until they're ready to come in. So in the extended, I'm going to ask how your person feels about you. For right now, they're replaying your conversations over and over, and they're wondering if you're happy without them. Yeah, so they're thinking about you a lot, but they're not doing anything. So we know that you're moving towards a new beginning. You're building something. Spirit is bringing in some sort of new, exciting beginning for you. This person's leaving behind a committed partner. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. They were struggling to let someone go. They have a lot of guilt and shame for their past behaviors. I feel like someone is guilt tripping them. And they're definitely avoiding this. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with a fire sign. I have Earth. Sagittarius came through. Scorpio. Yeah, see, they have lots of regrets, but they're holding back, and they're still in this energy of confusion. Spirit says that this is a strong fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus person. Okay, we'll ask more about their thoughts and their feelings and intentions. The actions they may or may not take in February. We'll ask Spirit for for the blocks and obstacles, and see how we can overcome those blocks and obstacles, or how this person might be going about overcoming those blocks and obstacles, and then we'll look at the best possible outcome. I hope that was helpful.